Ay, ay, ay. Claro que sí. Ese gallo. ¿Quién pudiera tener la dicha?
12 days, that's how long I stayed at Puteri Marina. But it was good, it was cheap, it was only $14 a night in the slip for me, a 36-foot boat, so that's a pretty good deal. $200 total it cost me, that was for the slip and for check-in, small fee for them to do the paperwork, power and water, so not bad. Leaving to head back towards the Singapore Strait and up the Malacca Strait. Singapore police over there, they sit right on the border. There's, you know, the water border here. This strait is the border between Malaysia and Singapore. If you cross that imaginary line, they'll be on you to tell you to get out of Singaporean waters. Ships, ships, and more ships. I am sailing now. North of the anchorage, the main anchorage for these cargo ships. That is Mike and Danielle on Natsumi, Aussies, from Darwin. They're going up the same way I am, so it's nice to have some company, you know, just in case. That's Glenn and Carol on Speakeasy out of Brisbane. They're also going the same direction. I'm outside the shipping lanes. And these boats are just anchored all over. These ships are just anchored all over the place. So I'm just sailing up through them slowly. The wind's light, but I'm with the current, so I'm doing still 4.5 knots, just kind of just effortlessly. Nice to be going faster, but can't really complain. I probably will. So there's the island I want to go behind, anchor. I'm going to go around that little island right there and go back through that gap and back behind that bigger island to anchor. But look at that. I can't tell if that's going to go north of me or going to hit me right when I'm trying to get around that corner. On top of that, the current is currently 1.5 knots with me. I was going to go through that gap, but the current is pushing me out around this way, and so I didn't want to get in there and start to battle currents in a narrow gap, you know. So this could get interesting. I just got anchored, and here comes the squall. I don't know if I'm going to get the brunt of it here. Hopefully it misses me, but it's beautiful here for sure. Oh, I left Palau Pisang at 4 o'clock this morning, 10 after 4, because it's 70 miles to Palau Besar, Big Island. And I'm trying to make this run in daylight. Not sure I can do it or not. The current was with me this morning, but it's just now changing to be against me for the next 4 or 5 hours. So busy as hell out here. Lots of ships. I'm right on the edge of the shipping lane, and there's actually ships inside of me going the other direction. So busy. Just had a really good breakfast though. Bacon and eggs and toast. It's pretty elaborate for a meal underway. My gearbox still has problems. It's still leaky. So I try to keep fluid in it, and then I dam up the underneath the engine so the fluid that leaks out doesn't end up in the bilge and go over the side. I know that sounds half-assed, but you know, I'm out in the boonies. I can't even find a mechanic, so I have hopes that when I get to Pangkor, which is 3 days away, I'll be able to find a mechanic and order the seal kit to come in and get it all squared away there. That's my goal. In the meantime, I don't have any other choice but to just keep plugging along. It's light wind, so I'm motoring. And I hate that, but there's nothing else I can do except sit here and ride back and forth with the tide. Miles from the anchorage, and now the wind has finally come up. After all day of motoring. That was a long day, 70 miles. And unfortunately I motored the whole way. The wind just picked up the last 20 minutes. I'm on the north side of this island. It's not great protection, but it's gonna have to do. There's no other option, so it's gonna be a little bouncy, a little windy, but I'll be out of here first thing tomorrow anyway. So Besar, Pulau Besar. 7:45 a.m. This is Pulau Besar. Malacca, the city of Malacca is behind me back there. 42 miles to Port Dickson today.
Echa su polvo de té, la canca ponte en se sacude, pero, ¿quién pudiera tener la dicha que tiene el gallo? La canca ponte en el gallo sube, y echa su polvo de té, la canca ponte en se sacude. Que no haya velán, que no haya velán, que no haya velán, que no haya velán, que no haya velán.
Just arriving at Admiral Marina, Port Dixon. Of course, the wind just came up again. That's what happened yesterday. I'm right outside the marina, and now the wind finally came up enough to sail.